The following is a Rural Roots Canada production. In this episode of Rural Roots Canada, 11 winter research projects have been announced, and a dairy farm in Saskatchewan takes home top honors at the 2015 Stampede Dairy Classic. But first, urban kids showed off their knowledge and excitement for agriculture in Calgary recently. Agriculture for Life and several ag groups served up a Made in Alberta breakfast and talked about where food comes from, with 150 students at Vista Heights Elementary School, much to the delight of kids during Agriculture Literacy Week.
It's really the factor of when they are eating their breakfast and we explain to them where their food comes from. It's more the looks on their faces when you can see them processing it and thinking about it, and that shock. Well, I thought milk came from the grocery store. I didn't have a clue that it came from, the farm. And so it's really piecing it together that way.
That's Agriculture for Life's Laurie Williamson, who tells Rural Roots Canada it's wonderful when they can educate youth on Alberta agriculture and, in general, on the global perspective.
And the opportunity to learn where your food comes from relates back to, of course, health and wellness. It relates back to the economy in terms of agriculture and its role in the economy. And the children are wonderful. They take the message home. They're so excited, and they share what they've learned with the rest of their family. Airdrie area farmer Larry Williams, who volunteered with the breakfast, says it's a big benefit for kids to learn about agriculture at an early age.
Because they're gonna, take a step back and have a look. Because I think the way a farmer is portrayed is in coveralls with a straw hat, corn pipe, and a pitchfork. And agriculture today is a very technical business. It's a booming business, and a lot of kids, I don't think, realize how much computers and technology is actually involved in agriculture.
In research news, a $2.2 million investment in winter wheat development is expected to help farmers access its untapped market potential. The Alberta Wheat Commission is investing $150,000 into the projects, and its investment is being matched by Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada under its Growing Forward to Agri Innovation program. The project is to be led out of the research station in Lethbridge in cooperation with Ducks Unlimited Canada. A dairy farm in Balgony, Saskatchewan certainly had a good showing at the 2015 Calgary Stampede Dairy Classic.
We had a couple heifers that were at the top of the heap. We had a heifer that was pulled out for champion. I also had a heifer that was co-bred with a good friend of mine. She was reserve junior champion, and then we did quite well with our cows today. We had Grand Champion cow and Honorable Mention Champion cow.
Kenton Lindenbach of Rubella Holsteins tells Rural Roots Canada this event has a great cross-section of dairy genetics from across Western Canada and stacks up well against other events across Canada.
We usually do about 5 or 6 shows across Western Canada, as well as we travel to Madison, Wisconsin, and Royal Winter Fair in Toronto.
Lindenbach is the third-generation dairy farmer, and this competition marked the 10th year he had attended. His passion to work in the industry was passed down from his father.
I can remember our very first show cow that we had in 2000. She won here, and then she followed up with a win in Saskatchewan as well, in Regina. And I remember walking around the barns. I was quite young at the time. I would have been 10 years old, but I just remember being in the atmosphere and just knowing this is the industry I wanted to be a part of.
For more on these stories, go to ruralrootscanada.com. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. This has been a Rural Roots Canada production.